Hello, Soul Seekers. Christina here. It's been a minute. I wanted to go ahead and talk with everyone. I wanted to, first of all, share that we had some wonderful feedback from the last Energy Under the Stars session. We did have one person that actually stated that they had not had the nightmares that they had been having after going through the guided meditation and doing the healing work with the energy under the stars. And so I am very excited to be getting good feedback with that, and I'm definitely looking forward to the next session, which will be on March 5th. Again, I'm doing this the very first Sunday of each month from 6 to 8. And I'm definitely looking forward to figuring out all of the technology stuff so that I can eventually create that as a live YouTube so that others can participate along with us at the same time. And hopefully you will want to join with that. I know that I have on the front page of my YouTube channel different speakers that I listen to often, and I'm so very excited that Chrisfusionlmt has begun doing videos again. In the last part of last year, she had taken a break and hadn't done any videos for a while, and it seems as though she's changed her structure just a little bit. And the last video that she talked about, she really shared about her vulnerability and her inner core work on disassociation and fragmentation. And so I do highly recommend that you check out Chrisfusionlmt's video. I have read her first book, looking very forward to reading the second book, and she has such wonderful information out there to assist you on all levels of spiritual awakening in your spiritual journey and understanding healing processes. And she has been a tremendous help with my own process, along with, of course, my spiritual coach here in Phoenix, Ingrid, and the counseling sessions that I do. I believe it's very important to diversify in your healing process so that you can gain from different perspectives in different areas. You know, it's so funny because I'm going through, just a little bit of health stuff, and have a couple of tests coming up and things like that, and it can be so nerve-wracking when you have questions and unsure about next steps and all of that stuff. And then of course I'm reading and listening to Joe Dispenza and hearing more and more about the and the belief system. And I do believe that we do have the ability to transform and heal ourselves from within. Everything that we need is within. Everything that we need is coded within us in our DNA and our cellular level. And it is a matter of accessing that. There's a gentleman out there called Wim Hof, got me so inspired about his ability to be able to transcend and light up different parts of the brain, so much so that he's able to actually regulate his own body temperature. And he's completed amazing tasks such as climbing the Mount Everest in shorts and flip-flops. I read a really great, or I watched a really great interview with him. Russell Brand had him on his podcast, and it was really interesting to hear what he had to say. And so, it's funny because I struggle because I know that I know that where my beliefs are, and yet I also know that there is core programming that's been deep within. And I think Christina even touched on this idea of letting go of the need to be perfect, right? Because when you're holding that expectation, you're setting yourself up. We're all practicing and learning and adjusting and living and growing and experiencing and shifting and adjusting, and it's all okay. I'm talking with my therapist this morning, and it was the first time I really shared about the things that I was thinking about as far as my health concerns and the appointments that are coming up. sure enough, I realized that I had not really been talking about it to someone a lot. And Christina touched on this in her video too, as far as checking in with yourself and checking in with others. And I believe it's so important because, you know, sometimes we get things going in here and it's so big in here, but actually once you get it out and share it, it dissipates that heaviness, that energy. And so it's so important to have those connections and to be able to share what you're going through. It's very important for, of course, inner reflection. However, it is also very important for connection as well. Anyways, I just thought I would hop on and share a little bit about that. I definitely advise that you take a listen to Christina's latest video. I really appreciated what she had to say, and it almost in some ways confirmed for me too the experiences that I have been going through lately, and that breakthrough I had this morning with my counselor, and then along with everything else, I had been feeling kind of down. I had been feeling kind of, I don't know, frustrated and almost resistant to doing my inner work, which how is that even possible? How does that make sense? And granted, I do feel that it's okay to allow yourself to relax. That is okay to do. However, if you are purposely avoiding, then there may be a deeper look that needs to happen with that. And that's something that I'm actually, you know, putting in check for myself now, and realizing that potentially I wasn't just trying to give myself permission to relax, but I was also maybe a little bit trying to avoid. So I'm sure that we can all relate to those things. But in the grand scheme of it, though, the bottom line is that it's all okay. And you know, the only moment is now. So even if I did that, even this morning, I have an opportunity now to make a different choice. And this is the moment that action and shift can happen. And so don't dwell on what you haven't done or what you did do in the past, but gather from and take this moment now to decide which step you want to take right now. Next Energy Under the Stars is March 5th from 6 to 8. I do have 3 spots left available, and so if you are interested in joining us for Energy Under the Stars, please reach out and email me, and we can talk about that. Otherwise, the video will definitely be up shortly after the session ends. I generally try to get the video up that evening. If not that evening, then the next day. Ask and Is Given book study is going wonderfully well. And, you know, interestingly enough, the process that we're working on right now is, you know, getting in touch with that feeling. And I think that my life always generally reflects what I am working through in the processes of the book when we go through it. And so very powerful and very, very wonderful book study, really great group of people. So also you can find the link as well in the description for that if you'd like to join us. The next book study is next Tuesday from 6:30. It's every other Tuesday at 6:30 we do a Zoom. Anyways, I love everyone so much, and look forward to continue to connect.